Okay, well, hello everyone. My name is Michala Petersen, and I'm a pharmacist from Minden, and I want to welcome you to this Wellness Revolution call. You may be wondering who I am and why I'm talking to you, since this call is all about Katie. We're partnering together to share important information and a message of hope with people around us. Katie and Chelsey invited you because they respect you and would love for you to know what we're up to. So thanks for coming. This is so exciting. So we invite you to relax. You don't have to buy anything or anything like that, so don't worry at all. Over the next few minutes, you'll be hearing some information, but mostly stories of people taking their health to the next level and helping others do the same. We hope to inspire you as well as inform you. Maybe you'll hear something that resonates with you or someone else that we can share this message with. So to kick it off, I first want to ask you a question. By show of hands, I'm curious, would you agree that being healthy today can be a challenge? Anyone agree that being healthy can be a challenge? Yeah, it is. It's so true. We know it's our job to exercise, sleep, manage stress, hydrate, eat lots of fruits and vegetables. We would all love to look good, feel good, and live a long life. But unfortunately, most of us find it hard to actually make this happen on a daily basis. So that's where we come in. Chelsey, Katie, and I, along with thousands of others around the world, are part of a movement called the Healthy Living Revolution, where we are taking our health back in ways that are simple, realistic, and fun. At the core of a healthy lifestyle is nutritional support. We have to flood our bodies with the most important food we can eat, which is raw, that's where I failed before, fruits, vegetables, and berries. We're supposed to eat 9 to 13 fist sizes every single day, but nobody does that, and definitely not the variety of the rainbow that we need. So that is why I love the Juice Plus product line. Juice Plus is what we use to take our health to the next level. If you've never heard of it, let me show you what Juice Plus is. Okay, so first of all here, should have had my props out, sorry. Okay, this is what Juice Plus is. You see these pretty little bottles here? Okay, this is 30 fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule or a chewable for children. It's vine ripened, whole food produce that is blended at low temperatures to preserve all the enzymes that are intact. The phytonutrient dense powder is then put into capsules or chewables. So even if you can eat, no matter how old you are, womb to tomb, if you can eat produce, you can take Juice Plus. So a few things that I love about Juice Plus are, number one, the Children's Health Study. We are committed to helping entire families. According to Dr. David Katz, who's head of preventative medicine at Yale University, this is the first generation of children that is not going to outlive their parents. And as a mom of 4 kids, that is extremely scary to me. So I love that not only do I get to support my body with 30 fruits, vegetables, and berries every day, but my kids, when sponsored with an adult, can eat it for free for up to 4 years. There's no warning label. It's safe for pregnant, nursing, cancer patients, anyone. And it's the most thoroughly researched nutritional product in the world, with 38 published clinical studies and counting in over 20 years of gold standard research. And just to frame this a little bit from a pharmacist perspective, in order to get a pharmaceutical drug approved to the market, you need 2 studies on the intended population, and it only has to be 65% effective. So the fact that fruits and vegetables in a capsule that I firmly believe God knew what we needed, that's why he put them in the Garden of Eden, right? Have 38 published clinical studies is really impressive. So the studies show that it supports a healthy immune system. It improves cardiovascular wellness and quality of life, reduces oxidative stress and systemic inflammation, protects DNA. That's what we pass down to our children, so that's really important. Promotes healthier skin and gums, and there's nothing better for inflammation, which in my opinion is the root of all disease, than fruits, vegetables, and berries. We also have NSF certification, which means it's, safe. There's nothing on the label that's not in the capsule, and there's nothing in the capsule that's not on the label. So the next thing that we have is the Juice Plus Omega blend. It's right here. It is omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. It's a vegan capsule with cold pressed oils from plants. So there's no fish, no fishy burp or anything like that. algae, seed buckthorn berry, pomegranate, tomato seeds. We skip the fish and go straight to the plant source. Then what got me interested in Juice Plus, if you are interested in growing, anyone like gardening? Show of hands. Good, a couple. Okay, so I loved gardening, but where we live, we have 5-foot bull snakes. And I would see that first little sucker of the season and I'd never go back in the garden. So I was really interested in growing my own food, but I wanted to do it without snakes. And so it just so happens that Juice Plus makes this tower garden where you can grow indoors or outdoors, 28 different plants, no soil, no weed, most importantly, no snakes. So that's the last thing that we offer. And then we also have a Juice Plus Complete protein powder here. This is a whole food, plant-based beverage, shake, snack. You can put it in pancakes or protein balls. My little 5-year-old ate 9 of those the other day. But it's totally healthy, safe for cancer patients, was studied in MD Anderson. Literally anyone can eat it as well. And it's delicious. So with the Juice Plus capsules, the omegas, and the complete, you're eating a total of over 50 whole food plants every day. So imagine your health in 4 months, 6 months, or even a year or 5 years. We're still seeing the added benefits, and we've been consuming Juice Plus for over 3 years. So we've noticed less cravings. I'm leaner now than I was, even post 4 kids, than I was playing college volleyball. We have only had 1 sick visit to the doctor in over 3 years. And as a family of 6, I think that's pretty impressive. We're showing what the research says. On paper, we're living proof of that. I don't have picky eaters anymore. They're open to a lot of different things. And I had a 2-year-old that gagged at anything green. And we've noticed differences in our mental clarity. We feel more focused and we overall have more energy. So I could tell you this information all day, which would probably bore all of us. But it's the actual experiences that of the people that we love that are the most powerful and that make this healthy living revolution so fun. So good nutrition helps everything, and it's exciting to see how the benefits of Juice Plus show up in everyday life. Each person's story is completely different, but there are always common experiences. Our bodies know just what to do with good nutrition. So now I would love to introduce Miss Chelsey Kulhanek, the sweetest soul, and she is going to share her story with us.
All right. Hey, everybody. As Michala said, I'm Chelsey Kulhanek. And Michala, if you'll cue that picture up for me, this is my why, once you see this picture, as to why I got started on Juice Plus in the first place. My first son had tons of allergies from the time he was born, and therefore we had to eliminate a lot of foods from our diet. And it continued on with our second son as well. It was hard and frustrating, and we tried everything. We were eating really healthy. We had removed so many foods from our diets. I had taken all the foods that came back on their tests, and we tried removing them all for a year. And that included a lot of healthy foods even. We had to remove broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, oranges, grapes, a lot of different healthy fruits and vegetables. And we tried removing these for over a year, like I said, and we still were having issues. And so at that point, after we had their testing done again, after that year mark, and everything still showed up the same, I was a little defeated and was trying to figure out what we were going to do and if this was just something we were going to have to live with. And that's when I talked with Michala, and she messaged me, happy birthday. And, that just opened the door, and we started talking about Juice Plus, and she was telling me about it. And I loved the fact that it was fruits and vegetables because we were already eating healthy anyways. And so when I saw the research on it, we decided we would jump on board and see. And I was definitely still skeptical at that point that this was going to solve my boys' issues, but I knew it wasn't going to hurt them. It was only going to make them healthier. So we decided to go ahead and try it. And within 4 months, we started adding foods back into their diet. And Michala, you can take the picture off if you want to now, but it's amazing because they can eat all of these foods now. Now, do we let them have all of these foods? No, not necessarily all the time. In moderation, yes, because some of them weren't healthy foods to begin with. But it's crazy to me to think that what they needed to heal was some of the things that they couldn't have. And because Juice Plus was juiced and then dehydrated, their bodies were able to get the nutrients from it without actually having to digest it. And so they could have those things without having any reaction. And it was giving their bodies the antioxidants and all the things that they needed to help heal. So that to me was just amazing. And then the fact that my husband, the one thing that he really wanted to see was energy. And within a week, he was like, this has got to be placebo. This is crazy. I already feel like I have so much more energy. And still to this day, if he misses a day or a couple days, he's like, oh my gosh, I've got to have my juice class, because, I mean, you notice as soon as you miss a day that you don't have as much energy. And the other thing was asthma. My second son tended to be asthmatic, and my dad is, and so is my sister. And so anytime he would get any type of cold or anything like that, it would go straight to his lungs, and he would have difficulty breathing. We'd have to give him breathing treatments. He even was in the hospital with pneumonia one time about 2 years ago. And so amazingly, another thing about Juice Plus, which is shown in the studies, that it increases oxygen, and Michala, you can quote me if I'm wrong, but by 39%. And so he does not struggle with that anymore. And the allergies are gone, the asthma issues are gone, and the colds. I mean, this year, I can't even think of the last time I had a cold. My husband had a little bit of one when he was traveling, and Isaac had a little one, and that's been it. Even with all the healthy things we were doing and the healthy eating we were doing, it still wasn't enough. And with Juice Plus, it's amazing to see over this last year just how much of an impact that's made with sickness and just health in our home. And so that's kind of my main story. And then the other thing that I take away from it, as far as where we're at now and just the future of this, is that I know that Juice Plus is healing our bodies from the inside out. Even the things that we can't see that it's doing inside of us, and helping not only to heal from past inflammation and things that we've eaten and done, but it's also helping to prevent future disease and inflammation. And so another thing that I love about Juice Plus and just the group of people that are in it is that we help each other to strive to do better. We don't expect perfection. We just want to help each other, and that's why we have the group One Simple Change. And so just even making one little change can make a huge difference. And so we strive to just help each other to do those kind of things. And then the other thing that I love is just the opportunity to share with other people about what it's done for our family and for people that I know that have taken it as well, and what it's doing for them, and just giving them hope if they do have health issues. And if they don't have any specific health issues that they know of, that it's helping them internally to fight off and prevent any future inflammation and disease that could be there. I mean, with all the toxins that we're exposed to, there's no way that we can eat enough to, get rid of all of that. And so Juice Plus is what bridges that gap for us.
That's awesome. Okay, now Miss Katie, you're the reason we're here, and you have an amazing story, even though you haven't even been on Juice Plus for 4 months yet. So will you bless us with your story of your sweet family?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Well, almost 4 months ago now, my life very much reflected what Chelsey just described. My 2 kids, one's going to be 5 this week, and the other is 2 years old, have both had digestive issues since birth, as well as food allergies and sensitivities, as well as environmental allergies. A lot of these range, some of the pictures that Chelsey showed bring back flashbacks with Josiah, especially. He's our skin guy. But also the 2 kids manifested differently, their symptoms, but it would range from physical, including constipation and diarrhea, bloating, difficulty sleeping, respiratory, hives, eczema, skin rashes, to behavioral. Lydia especially used to struggle with high anxiety, just lots of checking and rechecking, kind of obsessive behaviors, and very defiant in her behavior as well. And we just had a lot of things going on, and we'd gone to lots of doctors, including specialists at Children's Hospital, with very little help given to us, a few answers. A lot of people just, a lot of the doctors just said, give a laxative, which didn't help, or things that they were allergic to were offered. And not only that, but I also had been struggling with some chronic pain and fatigue and sickness over the last couple of years as well. So our lives were just very much consumed with keeping our kids safe by making household cleaners or body care items, making a lot of our own food from scratch. We were eating really, really healthy whole foods, and yet their problems weren't going away, and they aren't getting any better. And so obviously we were exhausted. And so when I had heard Chelsey's success story, she's a really good friend of mine, and just hearing her talk to a group of us moms, and just how calm she was. I mean, I had seen her, her life was like mine. Our lives were just really busy, and there was lots of worry and concern, and she just seemed to be a lot calmer and just at peace and confident with knowing that her boys were getting better and that this was really helping. I had heard about Juice Plus before, but I just wrote it off right away because I thought it has things in it that my kids are allergic to. They can't have it. But then learning from Chelsey that they could have it because of the way it was made, we decided to go for it. We researched it, fell in love with it. It just made sense to us. So what life is like now for us, we haven't been on it very long, but we have already seen a lot of impact in our family. And initially, even though we started for the benefit of our children, and the fact that I was pregnant with our third, and even me taking it was for that child. It was to help my pregnancy and hopefully help our child not have as many problems as the other two. I was just amazed at the unforeseen changes that happened in my own body as a direct result of getting it the right nutrition it needed. Within just the first 30 days, I noticed my brain fog had lifted. I was able to enjoy more mental clarity and focus. I had more energy and stamina to get through the day, as well as my body was feeling stronger. I had dealt with a lot of muscle weakness. And I was noticing changes in my skin and my hair. I'm starting to regrow hair that I had lost. It looks kind of funny now, but it's a reason to celebrate in our house. And my nails and gums were getting healthier too. Not only that, I was sleeping a lot better. But the biggest change that I noticed was that I was no longer in pain, which was a huge deal because daily for the last couple of years, I had been in pain to some degree or another, some days worse than others. But I hadn't had freedom from that in years. And so to one day just realize that I wasn't in pain anymore, I knew that Juice Plus was helping to bring down the inflammation in my body. And it was helping improve my circulation. And I knew that it was helping my body detox just because of these things. So I'm continuing to feel better and better each day. Even though I am 33 weeks pregnant with my third child, I feel better than I have my whole adult life. Both my OB doctor and my chiropractor have both mentioned ravingly in my last exams that I'm in the best health they've ever seen me in, and they're very encouraged by my progress and very happy for us. And I just love that I feel like I can handle daily stresses and pressures and demands in my life with much more energy and calm focus, that I can be a mom to my kids and I can help serve my husband and have energy to spare to serve people outside of our home without burning out. I know that not everyone was in the same shape as me, but there's a lot of us out there that are working really hard every day at our job, and we're wiped out and we don't feel like we have enough to give. And whether you're really sick or pretty healthy, a lot of that is because you're just not getting enough nutrition, and your body needs that and it's craving that. Once you give it to your body, you'll just be amazed at how much better you feel. Changes that we've seen in our kids have been pretty encouraging as well. Lydia, for the first time in her life, she'll be 5 this week, has not been having trouble going to the bathroom. And she will be the first person that tells you that she thinks Juice Plus is helping her poop better. And she is celebrating that. And we're celebrating for her, because for a little kid to always have trouble and have fear in the bathroom, it's pretty traumatic. So she's excited about that. We've also noticed that she has more focused attention in school. She's not wiggling around and on her seat and falling off as much. She's not having as many behavior problems and anxiety. She's sleeping better. With Josiah, we've noticed that his chronic diarrhea is getting a little bit better, and that he's sleeping better as well. And they've both been gaining a little bit more weight and just looking healthy. We know that they're growing like they should be. My husband was impressed by how much progress that I had been having in my body, and encouraged by what was happening in our kids. So he actually jumped on board too and started Juice Plus a couple months ago. And he's been enjoying the benefits of more energy, less mental stress, more stamina in his day, and better sleep. He's also been surprisingly craving more fruits and vegetables and water. So that's a win all the way around. What we're looking forward to in the future is, obviously, we're hoping that our kids will have as much success as Chelsey's. We're hoping that we're going to get a lot of foods back into their bodies as they have a chance to heal. But even if they don't, we've decided that this is totally worth it. They're getting the best nutrition that they ever will in their life, and their bodies are able to absorb it and use it. So even if we don't get a lot of foods back, this is worth it to us. But we actually have gotten 2 foods back, rice and coconut. And I can tell you that being able to cook with rice and coconut has made a world of difference in the kitchen. So we're looking forward to future changes. We are really excited because most of all, we just feel like this has been hope for us and help for us. And we just feel so excited that we can take what we're learning about nutrition and how it impacts the body and share with other people to give them hope. And we just want to encourage others to be empowered to take healthy back in their life. We don't have to deal with a lot of the mental and physical suffering that we are when you take care of your body right. And we don't have to live in fear of future disease plaguing us just because it ran in our family if we take care of our body right. And so that's kind of the message that we're just really excited to share how we're doing with people to give them real practical help, because we didn't know before that this was available. So
that's awesome. Well, thank you so much, girls,
yeah.
for sharing your story. I am so, I just over the moon happy for your family, especially now that we know your kids well and know how your life was before and how it is now. So thanks so much for sharing. Okay, before we move on, I want to share with you a website that we've created as a resource for anyone to use. So after the call, please take a minute to check out www.healthylivingrevolution.com for a wonderful free cookbook. There's fun kids activities, there's in-home workouts, there's educational webinars under the Healthy Living Revolution Live tab. And it's just an amazing wealth of information. If you don't, there's something for everyone there, whether it's you want to make one simple change in your life, even drink more water, or whether you want to, learn more about healing gut health or inflammation or vitamins versus whole food or whatever, it's all there on that website. Okay, so as you can see, our main mission is to bring freedom through improved health. And we are so proud that 85% of Juice Plus is purchased by people who just are customers. But there's also some who are looking for something more, another type of freedom, and that's where the wellness revolution comes in. So let's talk a little bit about the business and the company behind Juice Plus for just a few minutes. And like I said before, we're not here to ask anything from you, but we want to share why we do what we do and what it's done for us, just in case you can think of someone who wants to hear what is possible. We share by word of mouth, and with such scientifically sound products and fantastic experiences like you've heard, it's really easy to do. So I'm just going to highlight a few features that are of the company that we've partnered with. So our businesses are called a virtual franchise. We have an online office and a personal website, and we run our business from wherever we are in stolen moments. As you can see, Chelsey has 3 kids. I have 4 kids, age 9 to 4. And Katie has 2 and 1 on the way. So we do it in the stolen moments because we love to share. Just like we do a good restaurant or a good movie, that's how it ends up working. So there's no glass ceiling or income, no territorial restrictions. And we're in over 20 countries, which is awesome. The Juice Plus company was founded over 50 years ago and has the same president today as it did 50 years ago. We actually were blessed to have him in Nebraska 2 summers ago, and he came to our house and we had a barbecue here before he spoke. He's an amazing man. We're privately held and completely debt-free, which I think is really awesome. And at the top 2 positions, families are eligible for full-time benefits, including medical, dental, disability, life, long-term care, chiropractic, prescriptions, vision, and college tuition assistance, which is pretty incredible. And there are also holiday bonuses and monthly medical expenses. So I was introduced to this 3 years ago when I wanted to get a tower garden. And within one conversation with this pharmacist friend of mine that introduced me to it, it made perfect sense. And I couldn't pick my favorite child. I wanted all of us on it. So I needed it at the best price. I'm kind of frugal by nature. And so I paid the $50 a year to be a rep, but I didn't want to share it with a soul. Have any of you been too cool for something? Nope, just me. I'm glad it's just me. I was too cool, and I didn't want to be one of those people. You know, I had a bad taste in my mouth about network marketing from a previous experience, and I just didn't know what I didn't know, basically. So please don't judge me. I know different now. I know I'm a big Dave Ramsey fan, and even Dave Ramsey, if he was wiped away from his millions, he even says he would start a home-based business and join a network marketing company. So I get it now. I'm better off now. So anyway, what happened was I didn't want to share it with a soul. I was selfish and wanted to keep it entirely to myself. And our family had such great results after 5 weeks that I knew I needed to share it. And I read The Birth of Juice Plus, where the creator's dad was given 3 weeks to live, and he ended up living for 15 years and dying of old age. And I messaged a mom of a kid with cancer, and her message back to me was, "How long have you known about this, and why wouldn't you have told me sooner?" And my whole life changed that day, and I realized that I took an oath as a pharmacist to do no harm, and by sitting on this, I absolutely was doing harm. So within 5 short months, I knew that I had helped more people with Juice Plus than I had in 10 years as a pharmacist, and I knew that this was going to be my plan A. I just didn't know how I was going to get out of the pharmacy that I'd worked at for 19 years. And they were like family to me, but I had never been around such a positive environment of women and men that just want to lift you up and want you to be the best that God created you to be. And so we had a little daycare incident that tugged at my mama heart and encouraged me to stay home. And within 1 year of signing on with Juice Plus, I was able to stay at home and raise my own kids. And I had replaced what I was making at the pharmacy 3 days a week, which was liberating. Within 17 months, we hit the very top of the company, and the benefits package that I mentioned earlier allowed us to bring my husband home from his family farming situation that he didn't love. And now we're both here the majority of the time. He's raising cattle and kids, and I'm, helping people and raising kids as well. So it's been the biggest blessing to our entire family. So to wrap up, I want to thank you for joining us on this call tonight, either live or on the recording. We are so excited to spread the word of Juice Plus and better health. And you heard me, and my story is a little on the extreme side, but our real passion is helping people bring in $500 to $750 a month, which is so doable, and that changes the scope of families. So we are looking for 2 types of people. The first type is people who want to invest in their health and get healthier. Those who want to make their life easier by adding Juice Plus or one simple change. It only costs $2 to $3 a day and kids can get it for free. It's the most simple, affordable, convenient way to get massive amounts of nutrition into your family. And second, we're looking for anyone who wants to partner with us in this worldwide wellness revolution. Maybe you know someone who's dissatisfied with their current situation and looking for a better way. Or maybe you know someone who, like me, was lost in the grind of boogers and barf and motherhood and working, and they need a fun, positive community. We have both. So I want to leave you with the 6 principles that we stand on as a culture. The first is longevity. Juice Plus was created 25 years ago, and the parent company I said before is 50 years old with the same owner. The second is authenticity. I think you can hear our hearts on the line here as we talk about this, but you can go to the Juice Plus website and click on every single study that was ever done. You can click on what the experts think to see why thousands of doctors recommend Juice Plus. Number 3 is the community. We are 100% one team, one mission. And, you know, a lot of people need a community, right? And number 4 is quality. Juice Plus is tested 6 times from field to capsule. We have NSF certification. And like I said, it's studied in pregnancy, cancer patients, and kids with 38 published clinical studies. The 5th is simplicity. We only have the products that we mentioned. All of our products have a nutrition label or could carry a nutrition label. The omegas have a supplement label, but it could be a nutrition label. This wouldn't, say much, and you wouldn't be able to compare an omega supplement. So the 6th is being approachable. We believe in inspiring healthy living, but we also believe in inspiring healthy giving. And so we are the title sponsor for the St. Jude Marathon. Over the last 5 years, we've donated 10 million meals to the Volunteers of America and hurricane relief. And we are donating a Tower Garden to every single boys club across the entire United States, which is amazing. So our vision is to help people earn residual income of any amount so they can say yes to their dreams while traveling, spending time with family, and making a difference or improving our health. So thank you guys so much for joining us on this call tonight. I'm going to stop the recording, and then if anyone has any questions, we'll answer them.